And that's what I want for my customers. I want them to be able to get the best looking, biggest diamond for their dollar. I'm going to use and give you all of the secrets of my business that's been running for 49 years with everything that I do when I'm buying a diamond. In about 10 seconds, with 100,000 stones, you'll get my opinion as to the proportions of that diamond, whether it's a good diamond or not. I love fluorescent diamonds, as did Harry Winston.
Recently, Garry gave a presentation at the annual meeting of the Gemmological Association of Australia. He explains his 7-step process of how he selects the most beautiful diamonds. This video is the first part of the presentation, where he explains steps 1 and 2. If you want the best out of the best, if you want a diamond that sparkles across the room and you want to feel confident that you don't have to spend your lifetime savings to get it, listen to Garry's presentation.
About 10 years ago, I was in a little seminar run by Martin Rappaport, and he had all of the directors and CEOs of the big labs in the world. And I asked these people, would you buy a diamond based only on the certificate from your own lab without looking at the diamond? And guess what? One person said, yes, I would. And he was from EGL, the least trustful of all labs. The rest of them said, no, I would want to see the diamond. I'm going to use and give you all of the secrets of my business that's been running for 49 years with everything that I do when I'm buying a diamond. So I'm going to start with the process of choosing the colour and clarity that I like, the one that I think is the best value. And then I'm going to walk you through using some of my inventions. I'm going to cover off how I reject translucent diamonds, diamonds that are not crystal clear. I'm going to give a bit of a spout for one of my favourite topics, one of the longest chapters in my book, brighter fluorescent diamonds. I love fluorescent diamonds, as did Harry Winston. Fancy shapes and bow ties. We're going to talk about those. We're going to talk about how to avoid bow ties. And I'm going to finish up with how I actually got into this ridiculous passion of mine. I start out by searching on RapNet for whatever it is that I'm looking for. So if it's 1 carat diamonds that I'm looking for, I will be looking for GIA XXX D to H VS to SI1. So, question, why that colour and that clarity? Because when those diamonds are well chosen, almost nobody, even the people in this room, would be able to tell the difference from them from a D flawless diamond once they're set in a ring. So these are the best value diamonds. So if you look at the chart here, you can see that a D VS2 is about a half the price of a D flawless. And down here in the other corner, they're a third of the price of a D flawless diamond. So you can actually save a fortune and get a beautiful diamond. And that's what I want for my customers. I want them to be able to get the best looking, biggest diamond for their dollar when they buy it from me. And because of this process that I'm going to walk you through, 7 steps for a round brilliant, I will actually take those diamonds back at any point in time and trade them up for a bigger diamond. People will get exactly what they paid for the diamond, not for the setting, but for the diamond. So, there were, when I did a search the other day, there were 7,400 of these diamonds, 1 to 1.05 carat, GIA XXX D to H VS and SI1. SI1 and 2. RapNet is the first diamond trading platform that was ever developed by a fellow called Martin Rappaport, who also gave me the nickname of Cut Nut, because he realised I was a bit nutty about cut. So when we did that search, around about a third of the stones fall within my category. Now, that means that there are some diamonds that are higher clarity, and there are a lot of diamonds that are lower colour and all clarities other than what I've chosen. So basically I'm choosing the middle third of the diamonds with it, more or less. So with larger diamonds, over 2 carat round diamonds, I only buy G+, unless the diamond is H with strong blue fluorescence. So one of the things that I have noticed throughout my years buying and selling diamonds is higher clarity diamonds tend to have worse cut quality. Anybody want to hazard a guess as to why?
Weight retention?
Weight, it's always weight retention. Yes, so good question, Ian, but it's always about weight retention. When you're trying to make a higher clarity diamond, you have to avoid very often more inclusions. And in so doing, you're actually having to have to play around with the symmetry to still get this XXX from the GIA's grading system in order to do things. So they're always pushing the boundaries, especially on symmetry with higher clarity diamonds. Using one of my inventions from 2001, which I patented in the USA, which is called HCA. So here's the criteria that I used on RapNet, 1 to 1.05. Anybody know why I use 1 to 1.05 and not 1 to 1.10 or whatever? Any guesses? Right. A carat 10 diamond costs about, a carat 10 diamond costs around about 9% more than a 1 carat diamond. So when a customer comes in to buy a diamond ring, they want a 1 carat diamond ring, you're going to be offering them something that costs more than they really want to pay. So hence the 1 to 1.05 carat for what I'm looking for. So that's the criteria. This is an individual score for using HCA. You get all these little bits and pieces of information, the spread and so on. What we do is we take a spreadsheet that we download, a .csv file from RapNet, and we run up to 100,000 stones, only 2,400 in this case. We can run up to 100,000 stones through HCA in about 10 seconds with 100,000 stones. You'll get my opinion as to the proportions of that diamond, whether it's a good diamond or not. So from this process, we rejected around about 80% of the stones in one fell swoop. Because in my opinion, the GIA did a really, really bad job of working out their spreadsheets, their data sheets. They use exactly the same system as what I did 5 years before they came out with a system. So we've got 355 stones that score less than 2 on HCA.